Hey guys, BW here, and we're back out in the garage. Our GoPro is not working right. I don't know what's going on, but I need to get this project done. I wanted to include you guys, so I'm trying this video on my phone. We'll see how it goes. I'm not quite sure. In my last short, I was making the brace pieces, and we were going to install them on our crossover piece for the Nova so we can get it installed. I have a problem with these pieces. Let me bring it down off of the tripod and let me show you what I have going on. Oh, sorry there with the fingers. See, this is stuff I have to get used to. I haven't done this with my phone in a long time. So anyway, these pieces, I mean, they're the right size and everything. They're just a little bit big because I traced them on the outside of the pattern, so they grew about a total of a 1/4 inch. But they sort of fit, and you have to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? I need them to be a little malleable. And these are like 16 gauge material. All right. So they're not real malleable. It was left over from that patch. You see that patch I have on that inner quarter of that driver's side, that bottom gray section. I had a big piece of 16 gauge. And I had it left over, and I bent it out of that. So, and these aren't real malleable. So I may not use them. In fact, I don't think I'm going to. You guys can see over here, I have this one I just made. And I used that material left over from my neighbor's patch job on his Ranger, his 2003 Ranger that we fixed the quarter on that was rusted. He had a bunch of material left over. So I cut one out and I bent it, and I got it just sitting on there. And that's where I decided, okay, let's pick up and try to make a video, and discovered that my GoPro wasn't working. But that's okay. So I figured we could do this one together, sort of, I guess. I don't know how it's going to go with this. I don't have the right tripod stuff. We're just going to kind of wing it and see how it goes. So let me cut this out right here. Then we'll bend it together and get it ready for this side. And then we'll get these things spot welded on. And then we can start to see about getting it on the Nova. Okay guys, you can see I got it cut out, and we removed most of the burrs. Sorry, the compressor kicked on, but we got the burrs so we don't get all cut up when we're trying to bend this. All right, so the biggest thing we got to make sure of on this is that we bend this the opposite way as the other one, because we don't want it identical, because this one goes this way on the project, and the other one goes this way. So this is the way I want it. I know it's the way I want it, so I just take my pattern and lay it here. You can see the pattern, it's pretty close to what we have. It's not perfect, but that's all right. We just want to make sure this back straight piece is good. And it looks to be. What did I do? That pencil dropped on the floor. I don't have a brake here, so we're going to bend these bends in our vise over there. Put you somewhere where you could see something, because you can't really see in there too good. So you really can't, there's no way for me. I'm just going to go over and bend them in the vise. I'll be right back. Okay, well, we went over to the vise and we just hammered this around. You guys can see it's like, I guess that's about 60 degrees or something. And it fits pretty close. I mean, I put it up on here from here to here. And it's in the ballpark. I have to pull this side up a little bit. Maybe I'll take a tiny bit out of the bend right there. But let me get it clamped on, and then we'll take a look at it. All right, guys. Pull you down off of here, and we just clamped it on there, and you guys can see. I feel like we're we're right there, you know. We got these pieces on. You guys can see the first one I did off camera. So, I mean, it's really close to where what they are. I mean, they're good for what they are, I think. I mean, here's the one for that other piece right here. And looks pretty identical, or close enough to identical to me. I don't know. Well, you guys can see their lineup hole isn't perfect on this either. Like I said, I think, you know, we could have just taken all those spot welds and moved this over that little tiny bit to make it so the gas tank straps fit. We could have, maybe we should have, I don't know. But to me, I wasn't sure what I was looking at, so I bought the AMD stuff because everything else we bought was AMD, and we found that, you know, we had to move it over. Look at that. That's that alignment hole. Theirs is closer than ours, but it didn't fit ours. and we need these gas tank straps to fit. So anyway, we're there. Now what I want to do is fire up the MIG, and I want to fill in all these holes where we tech screwed everything together when we were fitting stuff. And I may even put a couple little tacks on our brackets, just little tiny tacks to hold it, get rid of the clamps, and then I'll spot weld these on so it's just like it was done in the factory. And at that point, we're going to be ready to set this thing up underneath the car and take our next steps. So let me go. Okay guys, I think we're about ready to install this. I think what I want to do is put some weld through primer on the exposed areas. Excuse me, I have one over there. On the exposed areas, and also wherever we did our spot weld. You guys can see we spot welded these brackets in. They come up really nice, yeah, whole way around. So let me get this cleaned up, painted. And it's only 50 degrees out today, guys. I don't even know if it's 50. It's about That's about 54 inside the shop. So let's put that on there. It might take a few minutes for that, extra minutes for that primer to dry, and then we'll pick it up over there underneath. Okay guys, you can see we bolted in the crossover piece. It fits really nice. I've only got it tech screwed and bolted to the frame rails for right now. I'm gonna plug weld them a little bit later today. There's no need for you guys to have to watch me do that. I don't see the need in it, but you can see I have everything tech screwed in here, here, 3 here, and 3 on this side. And we're gonna plug weld those from the top. All right, you can see where the screws come through right there. So we'll draw a line the whole way down there, and we'll drill our openings here, and we'll plug weld it from the top, and then we'll backfill all the welds where we had the tech screws, and it'll come out really nice. And then the piece will be secured in there pretty good. I'm just about ready to take this tail light package tray out, so I may just, you know, cut it right here and cut the middle right across. I kind of want to leave it connected till I'm ready to pull the quarters off, but that's coming real soon, you know. And that way, if I cut the middle of that out of the way, just enough to where we get our spot welder up in there. Or I might just wait till I take the tail light tray out. I mean, you know, it's not a big deal. Maybe I'll just throw like 3 tech screws in it, and when we're ready to take the tail light tray out, then we'll just use our spot welder to spot weld them in there, you know, and that'll come out real nice. Because we'll have to, when we pull this out, we'll spot weld that, and then when we put our new tail light tray in, it's got to be spot welded to the front side of this. So it's like you got to do a row in the front and a row in the back. So we'll do the row in the back first. I mean, I never built a Nova, so I'm kind of figuring it out as I go. Yeah, so tomorrow what I'll do is I'll pull this rear and slide it up underneath the car, and once I got it underneath the car, we'll get ready to bolt it up in there. And you know what, I'll videotape that, and that way I can show you guys the plug welds I'm going to put along there, and you know, that will start the video off that way, because I have to make a couple welds underneath here as well. You see right there where the rocker meets the wheel tubs, I gotta do plug welds right there, and on the other side as well. And I also want to run my seam seal on these seams where the 2 tubs come together. And I guess I could wait on that because I still have to weld. When I pull the quarters off, there's brackets behind there that I need to weld. I keep forgetting about those, but they're there. Everything else on them is welded, but they were hidden up in there, and I couldn't get them off, so I just cut them off with my plasma cutter. So I got to make braces that go from the wheel tub up into wherever that is. Whenever I pull the quarter off, we'll see exactly what that is, but it shouldn't be a big deal. But I hope you guys like this one. It was fun to do. I mean, my shop's blowed up. Look at it. I can't find anything right now, but we're getting stuff done. We're making headway. And it's pretty exciting if you really think about it. This Nova was gone, and we're bringing it back. It's brand new metal. The whole bottom of the car is brand new metal now. You got a whole new floor, new trunk pan, new wheel tubs, new rockers, and now the new crossover pieces in there. So we're making great headway, and really happy with how it's turned out. We'll see how this video turned out with the phone. I was able to get my GoPro to start taking a charge, but it's been plugged in for like 4 hours, and it's only at 30%. So I don't know if they're going to try to make me buy more batteries. I don't know what's going on with that thing. I don't know what to say about it. But I hope you guys liked this. If you did, hey, think about subscribing, liking, sharing. Tell a friend. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything, and it sure does help me. So until next time, take care, everybody.